Question: why did you quit your job to prepare for CAT? And so I was in a job which is handling well. I was doing reasonably well. I was interested with a lot of responsibility, but there was an automatic flip side to it. There was a point of time in March, April, where I knew that where I was headed towards was one. My job is in a tough industry. I don't see it going. I don't see myself going places just by doing the same thing. And two, I was doing 70, 80 hours a week. I was burning myself. I was beginning to have health issues. I was getting stressed out. I knew that I wanted to do an MBA. That was clear. But the pressure of my job was high, was insanely high, not just in terms of the deliverables that I was managing, but in terms of the time. So I had to spend 11 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, on top of which I had a 2 to 3 hour commute. I barely had time to do anything else. And since I was concerned about what I was going to do longer term, and I knew that the career progression there longer term was not something that I was looking forward to. So I decided to take a gamble risk. So I quit my job on the first week of April. Decided to give myself 6 months to prepare for this exam, and then give it a shot. I knew I was taking a risk. I knew I was taking a risk with leaving up, giving a career, going in terms of uncertain outcomes. But sometimes I think you have to take some of those risks. So in what I did as a plan B, I applied to all the exams. I took all the exams. And on November 24th, the day CAT ended, I knew I was covered. I started applying for jobs left, right, and center. So I've already got a job. So if I don't end up in a good B school this year, I know that I'm going to have a 6 month gap in my career, and not an 18-month gap in my career. I have a job in hand which I've already committed to joining. I'll be joining next week. So I know that there's going to be some gap in my career, maybe 6 months or 8 months or 9 months, but not a huge gap if I don't go down the MBA route. I took that risk knowing reasonably well. I was well counseled against it, but I felt that I had to have a chance and give this a shot. And I knew for a fact that with my limitations and my capabilities, I simply could not manage that taxing a job and this CAT preparation. So I threw everything into it, and the exam went reasonably well. I did all the exams. I've given myself multiple opportunities to do a good MBA at. And if none of that works, I know I'm already going to be in a decent job a week from now. So I think it was a risk that I should have taken. I would have regretted not taking it. And at some point of time, I had to take the leap, and I did. Best wishes for your interviews, and best wishes for CAT if you're doing it one more time. Cheers, man.